Hello boys, my name is Kiyoshi and welcome back to sort of the ending of my bonus parts of my playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles free. Yeah, a little secret. That wasn't actually my last video, I'm making one more. But it's for multiple reasons. The main thing is I want to show you guys that I've acquired all the stuff. I didn't actually cover over this, so I guess I'll just show this now. Yes, I have all the affinity bonuses, which means I got all the affinity chart stuff. As you can see, I've 100%ed every single colony, all the way up to 5 stars. And I have the party skills to prove it. 5 star, 5 star. Yep, all of them are 5 star. For items, I've gotten... Not sure if I've gotten them all, but I've gotten as many rare items as possible. Arcsage's Flower Fan, Accomplished Shafts, all that stuff I've gotten. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Solace Reigns, Saturni Reigns, all that stuff. So I got all the good accessories, like the basically end game accessories that are like not towards the end of the game. I basically got all those, so that's done now. And on top of it, I've gotten a few other things as well. But the main thing is, I got all the classes to rank 20 on all of our characters. Got all of the heroes up to level 99 and unlocked them, of course, but that part is pretty easy. For gems, I've gotten every single gem available to us in the game to rank 10. Don't have to actually craft the highest rank for that. And we have the extra stuff to do that. Oh, I guess I forgot to check this in a previous video, so I'll show... yes, all the soldieries are complete, but that one's all typically pretty easy to complete. And then, we have all the grits, the skills. We have all the skills to pay the bills, basically. All that stuff we've gotten. We have a good amount of clothes collections. I don't think this is all of them. But as far as I'm aware, I've gotten all the stuff that has to offer. These are the same between all the characters, so that's not doesn't really make any difference. But our main thing is, yes, I've also done every quest in the game. I'm going to explain this slowly, just so that you know. Now, while I'm going through this, if you're wondering what happened in the last episode, well, that's the last episode that we did. We completed the hardest challenge probably in the game by far, completing the Pro Gauntlet. If you ask me, being the Pro Gauntlet was really difficult. When I first did it as a soul hacker, I got kind of destroyed and I was really worried I was not going to get for it. And then I found out that Seraph build was just so good for that, I decided to just use that. There is a full belt chain build. You can actually use it as an alternative, which works really well in particular if you need, but I wanted to use Noah for the setup, so I just used the Seraph build, and that seemed to work out. It was a little bit unrated compared to, I think the normal strat involved using Cena regular build, but yeah, we were able to beat all of that, all 140 rounds beaten. And I showed off that in a previous video that all the challenges were done, so if you want, just watch my other bonus episodes. That'll tell you that all the challenges are cleared. They aren't technically all done, no, because I did other stuff. And yeah, you saw there, I completed all the quests. So I've basically done all of this stuff the game has to offer. In fact, just to prove my point, I'm going to look through all these skills just to make sure. So all of the Soul Hacker arts should be unlocked, yep. And all the skills should also be unlocked as well. Ooh, I should not be excelling that fast, my bad. I'll just kind of slowly go for it. You can kind of see it. Just to make sure. See? Yeah, okay, so none of those are red targeted, which proves that we've killed every single unique monster in the game, including these super bosses. We did not upgrade them to max level, because if you ask me, that's not considered a part of 100%. Should never be considered a part. So yeah, we pretty much did everything the game has to offer. But you're probably wondering what I'm doing at Origin. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute, but first I am going to look at all the other stuff. I forgot to check the city in my last stuff. So I'm going to show you my map completion as well, just to make sure that I'm not doing dumb stuff. I think I've missed a few smaller details here and there, but those are mostly like regular stuff. As far as landmarks are concerned, I feel like I've gotten them all. This also proves that we got all the unique monsters as well. If your maps look a little bit similar to this, or you have extras, please let me know. I didn't mention that this was actually a true 100% one. I just ended up turning it into 100% one because I figured I was actually getting really close to the end, and I kind of really like this game, so that's probably why I ultimately ended up doing it. And I was hoping by accomplishing this will be one of the only 100% playthroughs on YouTube to use the Japanese voices. Now you can see why I picked it, because I swear almost everyone likes playing English voices. It makes sense. Play you like with English voices. Although there are specific games where English faces, well, voice actors for the game, not to be mean or anything, but sometimes they're really terrible for some reason. But I usually feel like the Japanese voice actors are at least consistently at least decent, or sometimes amazing. So obviously I try to pick those whenever I can in my games, but there's obviously specific reasons for it. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I've basically gotten everything the game has to offer. There's not a lot left. There might be some, like, that parts grayed out here and there, but as far as I'm aware, I've basically gotten everything. Oh, I didn't show off Lagartic prison camp yet. Kenenchi is a little bit more intense, so I'm gonna probably move for that a bit more slowly. Kenenchi's map isn't fully covered in because, let's be honest, trying to actually fully cover the entirety of the region would take hours upon hours to do, so just exploring the landmarks, in my opinion, is the way to go. Nice. Ignis Castle, I've gotten everything. Sword March After, I've gotten everything. And Origin, I've gotten everything. So you're probably wondering what I'm doing back in Origin. Well, that's because I wanted to do something a bit interesting. I feel like we had a long time with doing the other stuff, so I'm going to do something very interesting. I'm actually going to change all of our classes back to our default classes, because the game actually shows off a lot of the main cutscenes in this game with characters on their default classes, even though we never actually did it because, well, it looks like they're really bad. I'm just going to fill in all these spots right now to save a little bit of time. The only thing I'm going to do is change a couple of slots. Otherwise, I'm going to keep Noah on the same setup, except change this for powered combo, change one of these for analyze weakness. That should save a little bit of time in the long run. For accessories, I'll remove Auto Bouncer briefly, because I know Auto Bouncer was really good in Xenoblade 2, but I feel like there are other stuff that's just much better. Oh yeah, let's put this on, and actually, instead of having Ceramic Belt, let's put on that legendary thing. The thing that I mentioned that I was going to use in the battle, I'm going to use this. Boost maximum HP by 3%, healing power by 30%, and scatters flowers whenever you use Quick Move. This isn't a ceramic belt, but I feel like this is gonna work well, so I'm gonna equip it anyways, because why the heck not at this point? And I am going to actually put this on, though, instead of the other one, because that is a slightly better break resistance one. So I'm gonna put that on. Noah, and other than that, I'm just gonna keep everything the same, except for a couple of extra stuff. I'm not going to do anything with the other characters. I'm just leaving them as they are. The main thing I am going to do, though, is replace one of his abilities with... particularly, I want capable hands. So I'm going to do that, because I am going to be using some Lucky 7. Because, no way, whenever I play as Noah, I like to use Lucky 7 a lot. So I'm going to definitely do that. Otherwise, though, I'm going to put on Mighty Beat. That's going to be very useful so I can smash in the upcoming Chi-Attack chain. Smash still does a lot of damage, and we definitely want to make use of it where we can. Keep you as you are, but you're going to be my burster. So, Uni's going to be our burster. Just to have a little bit of balance, and we'll give her a second Crimson Lance so we don't... I like the way they say that. I'll keep Summon Element on, but if we're gonna have that, maybe we should have, like, Element Genesis instead. Actually, come to think of it, that Summon Element doesn't seem like it will do much. So, instead, we're gonna give you a launch. And then give you a launch. So we'll have 2 different launches. And then the rest we're just gonna... Rest are just gonna keep as they are. We don't want to edit too much stuff. We want these characters to be as iconic as possible. Because we're not going to be able to really break and topple much at the beginning of Z Fight anyway. And we want at least a couple of characters with their original set. Other than that, though, most of their arts are the same as before, except for Noah. At least in terms of the talent arts, who has Unlimited Sword instead, but that's about it. Oh, and I guess one thing I forgot to do, which I'll make sure that I pull on Noah. Yeah, for some reason this isn't an attachment. I don't know why I didn't put that on. So, I'm gonna put on, Mithra's attachment. If you're wondering what that does, yes! We finally get to see this in action. So, whenever you use the sword, class and you set this as your art, this changes Noah's sword to look like that of a different character. And considering Mithra had like the strongest sword, I know I usually the look of Pyre's sword better because it looks really cool. Honestly, this one is probably much more cooler for this game. So you know what? I'm gonna use that. So yeah, this is a reward we got from either from like doing a specific series of things, which one of them was getting all the classes up to rank 20. The other was actually getting all of our soul trees to 100%. But yeah, so we're gonna have that for the entire battle. I actually forgot to equip that in the last battle. I said I would, and I kind of just derped, but we fixed it now. So it's time. We're gonna wallop some sense into Z. We are going to stay at level 99 because there's no point in down leveling for this. Honestly, it's going to be really bad. We are going to skip all of the cutscenes up until at least after we defeat Z, but you'll see that it will balance out because a lot of this is actually unskippable, funnily enough. Yeah, that's a thing. It's like, even after we skip this, we still have to watch this cutscene with him sealing away our powers for some reason. So yeah, not a lot is going to change. Oh, I did forget to move Fiona. I initially wanted to also use no heroes, but you know what? I'm going to keep her. Fiona is my favorite hero. I want her to at least do something. I initially wanted to use her. More of a challenge. Break it. I don't care anymore. Fiona is literally my favorite heal in the entire game. Really feel like those guys really need to respect her more, so we're gonna put her in here. Why not? We used Ethel the last time because that was one of the cooler healers in the game, and I really did like him too quite a bit, but this one. Now, level 99 is balanced. Only the second phase is going to be any difficult. Even that's not difficult. I did use the default settings though, so not all these characters have a lot of health, so even at 99 they might still die. However, Fiona's buffs will definitely come into play. We definitely want it for some extra damage. If you're wondering why I'm not using Unlimited Sword, that's because there's an effect that's actually reducing our damage. While we have this Iterate Seal on, our powers are slightly reduced to the point where we're doing like 50 to like 1,000 damage per hit, so quite weak. Not, looks like here's that we're not really doing much anymore. So yeah, not a lot is happening. So there's not a lot we can do here. We kind of just are forced to take the damage. Okay, I think this is about the time I want to draw. If you're wondering why I waited to draw Lucky 7 until a bit later as well, I don't actually need its effects until a little bit later. If I wait too long, then it's just gonna take longer to get up. So I just prefer to do it this way. And also, I don't want to waste it, because we do want to partially carry it into the second battle if possible. Oh yeah, you probably only briefly saw it, but there's the flower petals. I just wanted to make this as stylish as possible, forgive me. This is a really cool battle, and I want to actually experience it, so that's why I'm doing this. Unfortunately, you cannot skip any of this dialogue, so the only annoying part about this final boss is it's kind of streamlined, so after you start to do it more than once, you start to get really tired. Like this part right here, you can't really skip much. You kind of are just forced to hit them a whole bunch. The way I'm going, this is what I want to have Lucky 7 up behind, because Lucky 7 obviously does a lot more damage. Normally, what you want to do for this in a speedrun is actually sustain power, which puts an art field effect down into the ground. And when that's used, that actually does a set damage, and that actually ignores defense, including the stat buffs that Z puts on us. So that means, while this is active, if we have that active, we can actually do a lot of damage to Z. And it makes this part much quicker than before. By the way, if you're wondering, no, this is not my first attempt at this. I actually had an event to go to that I completely forgot about, but it's fine. We're back at it again. Anyways, other than that, I can't really say much else. This part is very streamlined. There's no way to skip any of it. There literally is no way to skip it. You have to go for this every time, and so I'm actually not going to focus this app. Since I have Fiona now, I'd actually just use her briefly to boost up all the characters and then start using the other characters. But I prefer to do it this way just because, well, I don't care. I just want to do more damage for my other stuff. Anyways, I found doing this damage, but still, it's a job done. I probably could only use my healer and save a bit of time, but I don't know. At minimum, I want to use it to get a power circle so I can boost up stuff. By the way, Yo is set up in a much better position this time, so he's getting the power rain bonus, which is nice. That'll help out later to do a bit more damage in phase 3, although it really doesn't matter because, yeah, Z does have the shield. Other than that, what else can I say? It's a very streamlined battle. You have to do this. You have to do the free battle areas. You have to break his shield 3 times before this forces you into a chain attack. Thankfully, only 1 round, but you can't skip out of it. So you just have to. Ideally, you just pick 2 attackers and just end it immediately. We're not doing it because we want to try and at least hit 200%. Otherwise, you break his shield once, he recovers that. does this one, is gonna do this one more time, and then we're gonna break it one last time, and then we can actually damage him, and then the real battle begins once we start stage 3. And that's also where we go to attack is towards the end, because there's a trigger, by the way, we still have to deal with. The fastest way to hit that in a reliable way is probably going to be to just use the horrible stuff. Other than that, you see that our characters are going through their memories. This is actually personally my favorite part when I first did this. This is really nice to see. First time I saw this, it was a really nice cutscene. It actually made the battle pretty epic. On top of it, there's some other stuff. It's really well. Yes, the characters do have their throwback costumes, so if you're wondering. I think some of these might have come from like Xenoblade 1 or Xenoblade 2, who knows. Anyways, since this is kind of streamlined, I should probably talk about how I feel about this game. Well, I think this is a really fun game. I definitely enjoyed its gameplay. It did seem a little long, but honestly, I feel like it was really good. It was honestly not that bad at all. It had some really fun moments here and there, and I definitely enjoyed this game. I also feel like I did pretty well. 100% basically the whole game. I don't think you can really do much better than that. Obviously, I missed stuff like the Soul Hacker skills upgraded, but like that wasn't gonna really do anything unless I used Soul Hacker and the other stuff. But I guess it would have worked really well, particularly for that one challenge like that select one. I'm surprised I was able to do that on the first try. I thought I would die. In fact, I did actually die the first time I did that, but still, it only took 2 tries to do that. S rank on normal, which is still not really that difficult. I thought that was going to be the hardest challenges, but then the last challenge really got us out. Thanks to chain attacks and setting up properly, we're able to get it done. But yeah, I feel like this is a really fun game. Definitely other players should get into it, and it was quite fun. And it feels so nice to put this behind finally, so now I finally could just do something else. Obviously, this isn't going to be a Xenoblade 3, so to save your stress, I'm just going to reveal it right now. Yes, I am going back to Xenoblade 1, not to 100% fast of the other games. I actually missed one of the off games completely, and I think some people might have had commented about this already. There's a completely separate game called Future Connected, which is like completely different. I looked around everywhere to figure out what it was, and it turns out it's just a part of Xenoblade Definitive Edition, which I had already beaten. So I'm like, sure, I guess I'll go and do that. So I guess I am going to do that. I'm not going to go back and do challenges in that. I pretty much did what I could. I'm not going to go back to that. If I do challenges, it's probably going to be done in one video. It'll probably be its own because it would take a really long time to get back into Xenoblade. So yeah, I'm just going to play through Future Connected first, and then when I play through Future Deemed, I think that'll be done with Xenoblade 3, and I can finally put this game to rest. And just a little hint, I won't be doing any Xenoblade after this. There's some really good games coming out. Heard there's quite a few Mario games in particular that I'm interested, so I'll probably try those first. Maybe after I do my other favorite games that I want to play, I'll do that. I barely got Noah in that. By the way, you're forced to reposition. There's nothing you can do about it, so Noah's the only one that will get this power skill. That's honestly perfect. Anyways, yeah, lots of tricky stuff. Wait, he's healing, I just realized. So whenever you attack him, he heals. Oh, that's no wonder why he's immune. Anyway. So anyways, we finally broke his last shield. That took a very long time, but we finally did it. Okay then. Alright then, well, we're finally done with that stuff, so now we're back into the actual battle. Oh, annoyingly enough, it does reset our challenge setup, so my final Lucky 7 unfortunately got kind of wasted during that. So, because I don't have much time, I'm just gonna have to Tachyon / Theodore, like I've been doing these past few times. Try to get that combo out, and I'm just gonna let me do a smash combo. And that's gonna remove him. As we're level 99, that's definitely gonna one-shot him, so yeah, there we go. Phase 1 done. Now on to Phase 2. We're gonna skip this too, because this is also a pretty long cutscene. The rest of these, however, will not be skipped, because most of these are actually in-battle cutscenes. Anyways, we're immediately throwing into the infinite battle. I'm actually going to intentionally save a little bit of Lucky 7. You don't want to die as Noah in this battle if you're using Lucky 7 strat. And you also don't want to use secondary effects either. Because if you do, then Z will just be completely destroyed. Also, he has really high break resistance, so it's probably going to take a while. I know we have Cena, by the way, but I didn't set her up with break, so she will not be getting a break anytime soon. But anyways, I'm purposely delaying Lucky 7. Again, for kind of the same reasons as before, because after we get them down to like 50% health the first possible time, he's going to immediately have mage. One thing I am going to do though, to save a little bit of time, is once I do, the most of the delay by the way was actually to get Oracle's level 3. So once I get Oracle's level 3, I'm actually just going to immediately activate Noah's form in particular. I just don't know what Zodiac's form. And from here, yeah, we're gonna get a forced cutscene that's gonna reset the whole battle setup. Miraculously, it does not reset Glorious Wayne effect, so we're literally doing this Oracles just to preserve the chain attack, because while this is going on, funnily enough, the Oracles will not ever die, so you can use this to do some extra damage. And while you're in this effect, it essentially stops you from losing Lucky 7. So we're basically going to do this a couple of times throughout the run now, and hopefully that should allow us to just Lucky 7 this entire battle. Whereas if we didn't do that, we might lose it. And remember how long it took to get back? Yeah, we're not going to do that. Now, if this was a bit easier, we would have already chain attacked by now, but it would be kind of a waste to do chain attack too early. Also, we cannot die as Noah during this setup. Well, we don't want it, because if we do, that's gonna waste a lot of time. Anyways, get him down to low health the first time, and then he does another Mobius effect. So now we have to fight, this looks like Jorn's face, but this is actually X right here. It even says X Infinite, so this is actually X Infinite. We'll use our first, oh wait, that's right, we can use this part. So the reason why you want to get to that first... By the way, this is unskippable. It'll always put you at 1 health. I don't know why that dot was there. It actually shouldn't have killed us, but it did. So that's annoying because now we've lost Lucky 7. So we'll be trying to get that in the next battle. And anyways, now we get this, oh no, the others are trapped. I better rescue them. And this is where our heroes come in. And just so you know, yes, I'm trying to press the X button, and it's all unskippable. You cannot skip any of this. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but it's a bit savvy. Every time you do this battle, you have to watch this long cutscene. This will be significantly less longer due to the slightly cutscenes, but anyways, now we're gonna get all of our characters to appear. All is for the future. I got a reference future connected in this before. And you get more heroes depending on how many you rescued. However, you actually get random. However, which ones you actually get are random. This is also longer, by the way, on multiple mode, because you see, you can actually make this shorter, but the only way to make this shorter is you actually just get less heroes. Alright, so now we have our heroes up, but we lost Lucky 7, which is the effect we get. Because of the way X works, we're gonna have to just start spamming Glitter Stream and Side Breaks and just hope that we get to it. Thankfully though, we got him down. Honestly, we don't really need Lucky 7 for this full battle, but ideally you survived that whole part, which unfortunately for some reason we didn't, but I guess one way you could get is if you use Final Lucky 7 during that part, then you can just survive that whole attack and just not have to worry, because you'll be in a vulnerable state, because whenever you use a talent art, you're completely immune to dying. So, anyways, there's a little bit of randomness, and depending on how long it takes, it can take a while to get out of this. And yes, we still can use our arts. Yeah, we kind of just wait for a bit until we kill him, but he is only level 75, so it's not going to go that long. Alright, so we lost Lucky 7, since we are not going to get that back ever, probably. I think the best way to do this now is to just go straight into our Ouroboros, because I think there is actually one more trigger point, so I'm going to use Ouroboros to try and just stream him. If that doesn't finish him, I'm going to cheat attack afterwards. That should help out. So we're going to figure all of our Ouroboros here, and we're going to start trying to smash with them as much as we can. I'm also gonna only do one Mega Spin hit, because if we can, then we can get the Reduce All effect done. And that's the best way to... Reduce All is really good. Oh! See? Oh, I told you! There is one more cutscene trigger where he teleports around. If it worked for this, we could just chain attack through his entire bar. So apparently this lowers your Ouroboros. I did not know about that, so we messed up a little bit because of that. Okay, back to Noah though. I'm gonna use both our side arts, since this was like the only way to get Lucky 7 back. I think there is one more cooldown, so we're still going to wait for a little bit longer. I'm gonna go into this regenerative circle if I can. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna regenerate. I didn't expect this dot to do a lot of damage. I still have to move. You can see Xena's still kind of difficult in a way. He definitely makes it very tense. You can still easily die here. It's not a fight you should die. It can definitely happen. Get a little bit of bad luck. Okay, I'm not gonna put I cannot speak today. Uni and Tyon in Ouroboros this time, because I know that something's gonna happen. This time around, I'm not gonna use Mega Spinning Heads. I know something might happen, so I want to save there till the end. Yeah. Okay, now I want to use the charge. Okay, cool. Oh, it triggered the cutscene, so I don't know if that actually reduced all the stats. Looked like it still worked, but I don't know. It might have not worked. And yes, you can skip this at all. And yes, this is all unskippable. And yeah, I was right. So you can't chain attack him right off the bat. Until this last scene is finished, we cannot actually kill Zodiac at all. So yeah, this is the part where you want to chain, because this part right here, we get the queens helping us out, and then we get some damage right away, which is nice. I like how they each do an individual attack then. Okay, we did get it. Cool, alright. So now I think all I really want to get now is spam break, I guess, until I get one single break. Just a break is fine, and then I'm gonna chain. Cool, alright, now we can smash in this chain and get a guaranteed kill. Obviously I'm gonna chain. Yeah, right, like, you think I was not going to chain after this whole time? Yeah, I'm definitely going to chain. Because I'm doing it the normal way, I am going to do it like I usually do. By the way, having a smash on edge press was probably more damage, but in hindsight, I didn't have time to change it, so... not really that big of a deal. All that really matters is we get this set up properly. This is around the time... I know this is typically around the time you want to chain. Anyways, he has reduced all, so we should do a lot of damage to him. We did not get no one unfortunately right away, which is kind of... I don't really care. We need to launch the top. Oh wait, I completely forgot we had already top locked. My bad. I literally at the launch part I could have just slipped my mind. That's fine as long as because Noah's gonna come back anyway at some point. Even if we don't get it back right away. We didn't get either of the ones. I've been really bitching on Cena. I haven't really been using it hard enough. So you know what? I'm going to use her just now, just this once. And if we mess up, we might have to do other stuff. Obviously, though, you're probably going to know what's happening. Ideally, I want to get Noah's form, and then get the Noah or those finishers. Since, of course, this finisher is one of the strongest finishers in the whole game, so it would basically guarantee that I got a kill here, but now it's a bit more risky. I mean, you know, it's gonna be get done with that one more time, and then we're gonna start just beating to ever since. I don't know what else to do. Honestly, it's fine. If we need to, we'll probably just do either Lancer start as a backup. Oh, no. Okay, good. We got Fiona. Now we can potentially get the Noah finisher again, which we did not get before. Alright, we're gonna use Cena. Let's use this art so that we can launch. Z's launch animation is kind of weird. He doesn't spin around like the other characters. He just kind of stands there looking menacingly. But yeah, like that's gonna make a difference. Oh, you have power charge. That's really good. I'm gonna pass that over. Fiona does have an effect in that once she gets power charge, she can actually pass it around indefinitely, which actually works really well. By the way, I'm not going to skip this full chain setup. You probably already expected that. So yeah, I'm playing the full chain attack duration. We're gonna smash him. We're gonna make Z paid. By the end, I hope that says XP bonus 1000%. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I might not do 1000. Z is pretty tough now. Okay, that's honestly not bad. can do a very quick heal rush and guarantee that no one comes back for the final art. What's Noah's greatest skills of the two arts. Otherwise, yes, I am going to need the Noah finisher because, of course, that is quote-unquote the strongest finisher in the... Fortunately, we're not going to have power charge when using my final finisher. But honestly, it might be better in fact. And that, even if I just use anything up down here, yeah, I could do some things. Anyway, I'm going to use the Noah points, so we can maybe use Noah one more time to do some more damage. Actually, not come to think of it, maybe I should. Although, might have to just use him right away. Yeah. It's either that or we don't complete the art. So, you need to set up the power range. Fortunately, that does not get no, oh, lost art down anyway, so we can't use that. We'll just use Air Slash, I guess, for now. Yes, he does. Yes, he does have the Aegis Sword Mithra. That's specifically set up for the battle. Anyways, now we have a lot of damage, so we're gonna smash this fruit and just put him out of his misery. And yes, I did hit the right time that you can attack with my drink. I did get that correct. You do not have to hard set up. The chair is not. Could use it too, but I want to go over and sync the I'm gonna do that to try and move his defense. Figures not be affected by debuffs. I don't think Zeke can be affected by any debuffs by default. Only reduce all thing that I had at the start on him, because otherwise not much can be done. Alright, now we're going to use our smash. I did not see what that did, but got up to 500%. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a good smash. Our ending percent is 1280%, so we basically gave him the big beating that he so deserves. And no, there is no second phase after this. After this, he's he's dead now. And now we get to watch the game's very good acting, in my opinion. In Japanese voice. Yes, remember, this is in Japanese voice line, so all this is going to be said in Japanese now. By the way, I think no matter what you do, you'll still have the default weapons here. Oh, Noah does have the Mithra sword still in this cutscene, so that's cool. This will be really fun watching this cutscene, but with the Mithra sword on Anyways, I have nothing else to say. This is basically over at this point, at least for all I care. Whoa. That was a lot.
オリジン内部からの光。いや、メビウスたちの叫びか。なんて強い叫びなんだ。なあ、見よ。
almost forgot about this part.
あの時消えたんじゃなかったのか。
一緒にいたんだよ、ノアたちと。だって元は一人の人間なんだから。
俺たちは後悔から生まれた。希望から兆したお前たちとは違い、俺たちにあるのは後悔だけだ。あの時こうしていれば、もし違う自分であったなら。
だから自ら変わろうとはせず、ただ世界が変わることだけを願った。共に永遠にありたいという身勝手な願いにすがった。それは自然なことよ。誰だって願うことだもの。恥じることなんてない。ありがとう。でも私たちの存在がこの静止した時の中にとどまろうとする者たちに力を与えている。
ならば選ぶべきはただ一つ。
やめろ、M、やめるんだ。メビウスは俺たちで何とかする。
あそこにいるのは Z でもメビウスでもない。たった一つの切なる願いにあなたたちの思いが届かない。だけど同じ願いである私たちならば。
ここにいていいんだ。いや、いよ、俺たちと一緒にこの世界を歩いていこう。
そうよ、もういいの。もう十分だから。やっと一緒になれたんだから。
優しいな。なんて優しい瞳なんだ。あの時俺たちもそんな瞳だったのだろうか。ノア、ミオ、異なる世界にありながら俺たちは命を残せた。
それは未来への希望。心と思いは一つになって新しい命を紡ぐことができた。だから大丈夫。
信じて進め。その足で俺たちが目指したどり着けなかった地平へ。お前たちならきっと
私たちの代わりに未来を。
Yeah, very intense moment right there. Sorry I haven't been dying a while. By the way, little secret, apparently in an upgrade batch or something, we might be able to get the meal those horrible starflets, like the ones we saw in NM there at the end. Can't confirm it yet, but I honestly don't care about that right now. All I care about is we beat this game. 100%. So glad to finally be done with it. There is one more spot, but that's gonna be only available via Future Connected, which will Future Redeem Forever, which we're gonna do a little bit later.
たとえ再生されたとしても、その時、その一瞬の思いは本物。その思いを犠牲にしていいわけない。不自然な姿は
やっぱり間違ってるよ。
良いのだな、その選択で。
もうすぐ静止した時が動き始めます。今ならばまだ間に合う。
いやいやいや、俺たちにメビウスになれってのか？
さすがにそれはな。ノア？何を迷っておる、ノア。
進みたいもの、とどまりたいもの、この世界にはいろんな人の思いがあった。俺たちにそれを選ぶ権利なんてあるのかな。
私たちのことは気にすんな。お前らが作った未来に生まれてこれるなんて最高じゃねえか。だからよ、望むままにやりゃいい。
今度
まあ名前は変わってもいいけどな。ノア、望むものはみんな同じ未来の姿じゃないかな。
ああ、そうだな。
未来はそこにある。そなたのこれまでの行動、仲間たち、そしてそなた自身を信じろ。
なら答えは簡単だ。
Ah, annoying. He ditches the Aegis once the cutscene ends. I guess they didn't want to change that because that would have been a lot of effort to do, but it's cool that he at least had the Aegis partly towards the end of the cutscene. Yeah. Anyway, this is a really good ending. I definitely like it a lot. I don't think this changes for between 100% and other stuff, but I just wanted to watch it again. It's probably just soared off into the distance though.
So yeah. 一度も言ったことなかったな。
何を？
お礼の言葉。
お礼って？
ありがとう。俺と一緒にいてくれて。ミオがいてくれたから、俺はここまで来れた。
なんだ、そんなことか。
なんだって。
知ってるよ。
え？
私もノアと同じだから。 君がいてくれたから思いを遂げることができた。
そうか。そうだよな。
うん。だから私からもありがとうノア。
いいコンビだったな俺たち。
まあそこそこにね。
そこそこかなりの間違いじゃねえのか。
じゃあそういうことにしておいてあげようランツくん。
なんだよそれ。
もう一緒に筋トレできないね。
ああ、俺がいないからってサボンじゃねえぞ。
するよ毎日。ランツのこと思い出しながら。
ああ、俺もだ。これを。
何これ。
ハーブティーのレシピだ。茶葉の焙煎から入れ方まで書いてある。
でもこれ無駄じゃね。
無駄とは。
だって世界が元の姿になったらこの紙だってん。
その点に抜かりはない。その紙もインクも君たちの世界のものだ。
ここに書いてあるお茶の葉っぱも
当然だ。
さすがだね。
僕を誰だと思っている。
誰って相方だろ。
私の4番目の。
4番目。ちょっと待って。まだランツに もしかしてヨラン。なんで男限定で考えてる。冷静になれ僕。
何不満なの。
せめてに、いや3番でもいい。4番目ってのはちょっと。
考えとくよ。
いくまだだ。
時間だ。
お別れだね。
ああ、だけどたとえ遠く離れても俺は君のことを。
離れないよ。いつだって私はそばにいる。思いはつながってるから。
どこにいても。
ええ、どこにいても。私たちの世界はまだ若い。すれ違い傷つけ合って、それでも進んでいくしかないのだろうな。だけど信じてるよ。たとえ今は一時は離れたとしても、いつの日か必ず共に歩める日が来るって。ありがとうみんな。
I got Papier, sorry, that just appears here randomly.
これから帰るよ。
Maybe we'll find out more about what that picture means in the future. Dean Do knows.
I see you peacefully, you're in your dreams. Everything seems calm and free. I know if we want this warmth to last forever again, let's go back to that moment of day. I see you smiling there, so peacefully and cheerfully talking at me. These happy days must carry on. So once again, let's go back to the start. This goodbye is not the end, I know, until we meet
これが俺たちの世界の全てだ。思い出は朝日に溶けていき、そして新しい一日が始まる。俺たちの前には道がある。たくさんの道が。どれを選ぶかは自分次第。時には迷うことだってあるだろう。立ち止まって泣くことだってあるだろう。だけどそれでいいんだ。道はカナダまで続いてるんだから。さあ前を見て、目指した地平に向かって。それでも進め。
Alright. I honestly don't know if anything changes. Last I looked, the stuff is kind of the same from before, and the setup is gonna be crazy. I've literally already talked about how long some of these credits are, so I'm gonna skip the rest of this just so we can get straight to our save part. It will not do the long cutscene thing this time around, because we did, finish the game before. I just want to save my completed save file now.
記録しておかないとな。
朝日の向こう側に思い出が消えていく。遠く彼方へと遠ざかっていった姿はもう見えない。で
Alright.
も大丈夫。私は忘れない。再び会えるその日まで君のことを。
Okay then. Is there anything else, or does it just go back to the main menu? Alright, it's back to the main menu. Guys, we're done with this. I feel like you guys enjoyed this video, by the way. Comment, rate, subscribe, and also, if you enjoyed this series in general, that'd be appreciated. Leave a like, comment, rate, subscribe. But I'll see you guys in the next playthrough that I do. Until then, bye.